Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the home of the HighVolt, where things get shocking in your butt lippies. We'd had a pretty good start to our CWL Rising season, whatever, 9, with a win over Dragon Rejecs. It seems like even for season 8, we'd face these guys first, I do believe. So, again, kudos to these guys for putting up a good war. Getting into the stats, we had a couple people with some sweet 6-packs. Those people would be VadHawk there at number 2. We got Captain Beyond at number 7. We have Axe at number 12. We got Mubin at number 19. We got Shadowmaster at 21. We have Dragon at 23. We have Shishui at 26. And that would wrap that up. As far as the people that got the shit packs, those are the people that get basically the shittiest of attacks of all time because they suck at the game and can't quite triple. More or less, it's kind of like 95, 99, somewhere in that kind of range. Those little call-outs would be Chiku with a sweet 20 swag pack. And then you got that's for scoutings. A 96 from FSK Gerso. We got Karthik and 99. We got Thomas with a 98. We got Captain Crunch with a 98. We've got a Ginger with a 92. We have Dr. Octopus sucking it up for a 93 1-star. But getting into the attacks, let's start with number 1. This one was done by Mammoth. He is the person that cost us all of our losses in all the other seasons of MLCW that we used to do. So if you want to blame somebody, we are openly blaming him. Getting into the attack, he's going to start over there at 8 o'clock. Baby Dragon coming in more 730s, only establishing the Fruiters. Super Gob, unfortunately, didn't quite get that collector, but it doesn't matter. The Queen is going to bounce ins. Gonna raid her up, make sure she's nice and toasties. Loon actually survives quite a bit and is able to help kill that Expo. Queen is going to be able to just keep marching her way towards the singles. Got Wizards and a Yeti coming down here at the bottom inside of the base. He is going to freeze the single target Inferno so that way the Queen can keep walking. Unfortunately, the Expo is going to be locked onto the healers despite the fact that the radius does not quite show that they should be getting hit. So continuing on with this nice little funnel down at the bottom and side. Now these Yetis are going to be able to take out this cannon as the Wizard is being tanked to get a shot off onto the... Oop, I lied. Trying to get ahead of myself. Queen only had the one shot, so it's all goods. Minions again, trying to keep the Queen inside, trying not to make sure she will bounce out like the dumb bitch that she wants to be. From here on out, it's still got a minute left into the attacks. Wondering when he's going to finally start doing his fucking push. Trying to get rid of that cannon to help alleviate the tension for the Queens. Now the King is going to be able to come in, speed things up. Whatever that fucking thing is called at the moment. The Siege Factory is coming up at the top and side, making sure the King's going to be able to bounce to the inside walls. As the hybrid comes pushing in, the Queen is going to be able to stay up. Luckily, the single target is focusing on miners and hogs, so she is able to just continue onward around the side of the base. So now he has all 4 of his troops. Oh no. The BK finally croaked. RIP. And he got the triple. So for number 3, another one from VadHawk. I guess he really wants to toot his own little horn. What a faggot. This one really wasn't that max, so this one doesn't really count. It's kind of like beating up a dead horse. Anyway, he's going to send the blimp in there. All he wants to do is get rid of the scatter shot. Yeti's Dying Breath. He does get it done. And the single target Inferno, which was pretty tits. Queen coming down there at 6 o'clock-ish. Healers coming in. Luckily, the head hunter came out first towards the Queen, so that way she was easily able to pick her off. Nice poison, gets most of the pups. Queen is going to be able to take out that Expo, stepping in to go inside for this Town Hall. He is just going to have to freeze it in order to ensure that the healers do not die. Sees. Going to drop a minion at the top end by 9 o'clock in order to get some trash buildings. Then he's going to start the Lalo coming from the tops. He has a Tornado Trap early, which is really nice. Just going to slowly trickle his Lalo around. Electing to Tome. Going to freeze the scatter shot so that way that Queen can get in there and finish off the rest of this base. And with that, everything was easy cleaning. The next one we have is number 6. With, ooh, who is Captain Crunch? Ooh. So, they're going to be electing to drop a Yeti down by 5 o'clock. Queen more 7 the clerks. Wizard helps your furners. Healers your behurge. Queen is taking damage, so they will not retarget to the BK. Yeti's about to pan out, but he will be able to finish off that mortar. Yeti Might's not quite enough to get rid of that air defense, but it doesn't matter. He wants to get the bowler, God damn it, wall breaker to go in there to open the wall so the BK can take out that Infernos. Loon to help soak up any random traps. King does get his complete portion down. Queen's going to be raged, take out these Skeletons. Looking to take the Germs. Takes up the cannon. Dirt Barracks, and then finally stepping up for these Eagles. CC is pulled. Nicely timed, so that way those Headhunters go down and they do not slow the Queen. Baby is having to be frozen because, unfortunately, the Expo would have taken just slightly too long. Queen is going in more in depth. Electing to just try to swag his ability, or his Queen through all of that, but unfortunately does have to pop the ability. Queen, unfortunately, from here on out, bounces out, so it's just going to be more of a Lalure. Nicely timed, so that way right around 50%, that Town Hall is going to activate when all the loons are going to go right to it. Freezing the Town Hall, so that way those loons can kind of get a little bit closer, getting the nice rage. Gets the ability, and gets the air defense. Queen is unfortunately probably going to bite the dust right around here. Speed it up. And then from here on out, he only has one Wizard Tower left to beat, but he still has a haste in the bag, so it's pretty good. Next we have is number 7 with X. Going to be dropping BK over there at 730s. He's going to bounce down towards 6. 3 wounds for the cannon. Going to have to face his ability soon, and he does. Giant to try to tank this cannon in case it does want to take a little extra time for this Queen to get inside, hopefully to get to that Expo. Hits a spring trap, so the Queen is going to have to face her ability through the Expo to finish that off. King does lots of more value, getting past 6 o'clock, going into 5. Queen is unfortunately shooting storages, but finally retargets to the right building. Whoop. Queen is luckily going to be bouncing out, trying to get a little bit more percentage. Unfortunately, hitting a giant bomb doesn't really matter. It's an air attack. Has a minion over there at the top for free percentage. Loons going trickling in, trying to make it to nicely timed so that way the loons coming in from 9 o'clock take out this Inferno. The Slammer coming into this Wizard Tower, perfectly timed so that way when they meet at this Wizard Tower right here, it can make it just a straight beeline push to all these buildings down in here. Slammer and a handful of loons are going to be able to finish off that Town Hall. That way he could save his Warden ability for later. Does have a Tesla farm that was scouted up there by 2 o'clock, so he is just going to be able to haste through that to ensure it's dropped. Timing his heal right there was pretty decent. Still has his warden ability, waiting for the queen to get somewhat close to try to get a better value for that skeleton drop that really sucked. The dragon is going to be able to get tomed and take out that queen. Still has a haste, so he's going to be able to get through that wizard tower. One more shot of that Grand Warden right here would have been nice. But the loons are going to be able to get the drop bloop, in time and finish off the rest of the space. Next one we have is number 9. Ooh, I wonder who this is. Apparently missing the expo for value, but hey, tis with the tis. Got the CC and a bunch of other nice little buildings. Yeti's coming out over there at 10. Heroes are coming more at 10:30, 11. Trying to get the wall breaker to get straight into that Inferno push. King gets his own compartment. Queen gets hers. Golem is finally going to start blowing up and popping with those spring traps. King gets his value out of the way. Queen finally stepping up to get rid of that Inferno tower. King completely annihilates that compartment and is good to go. Queen will be able to phase ability to get through air defense and possibly Archer Queen. There she go. She did. Oh, she does not get the air defense. Rip. Okay. Hound coming in from 130. Loons and behinds. Electing to Grand Warden earlier to ensure that the blink can land at least within the Town Hall compartments. Loons coming into the sides, electing to freeze the multi-target Inferno. Now the loons are going straight for it. It will be able to get destroyed. It has 2 freezes and a haste. Gets rid of the Wizard Tower very easily. Freezing the air defense, so that way these loons can kind of come back into a nice clump. So that way from here on out, this haste and freeze is going to be a nice conjunction to get rid of that last compartment. Still loons in the haste, and now they're all out, but it doesn't matter. Everything is just going to basically be trashed. Next up we have is number 11, Constantinos. Has minions coming up there at 12, 1 o'clock. Yeti coming in more towards 3s. Archer Queen is going to be able to remove all that trash. Yeti's about to bounce, but he's going to die directly on top of this cannon, so that way it will pass. Called it. Queen is going to engage Archer Tower. Nicely timed, so that way the king is going to drop. Unfortunately, the headhunters are going to be somewhat of a nuisance at this point. They're kind of mixed in with these skeletons. Still has the rage and poison, so it won't be too bad. Minions did their jobs. Queen is going to engage the town hall away from the healer, so that way all they have to do is really freeze the town hall. She's G2Gs. She should be bouncing ups. Electing to rage the queens. Trying to speed up this wall breaker. Unfortunately opens a stupid wall. And the queen actually goes back in. Nice. King is going to be able to handle all that outside trash. Miners are coming in. Delay the hogs, so that way when the miners get rid of some of this early trash, it's only defenses, so that way they are both in tandem with each other. King is going to have to pop his ability soon. Called it. Miners are going to be able to take out this Queen Raha nicely in that Warden of Builders. Queen is kind of shooting a stupid wall, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Hogs are popping out of the siege barrack. Electing to freeze this wizard tower, so that way these wizards can take it out and speed the hogs up. dropping the last heal on this multi-target Inferno, because from here on out, Queen can handle everything. It's just that multi that would have been a nuisance. But he has more than enough troops and Queen ability nonetheless. Remembers to get rid of the trash buildings up to the sides. Boop, boop, and easy cleanings. And with the last one we have is Thomas, because apparently we have to show at least one of his hits. He's going to be shocking the shit out of some stuff down there. He is going to be able to get rid of that Inferno and Expurge and Bomb Tower. Loons do their job. They are able to get rid of that Morts. And as well as that, get rid of a trap, so that way the healers are going to be finding dandies. Gets a nice little CC pull. Headhunters are going to be out a bit, so that way the Queen will be able to recoup her health by the time that the baby and witch get over theirs. Wizard, unfortunately, is going to bite the dust over that 730s. Queen finally going to get the one shot off on the Queen, or the witch. King is going to be dropped to get rid of the rest of the CC pull. Going to nicely time this, so that way the King is going to come down, get rid of this Tesla, to ensure that the Queen could only possibly bounce up for this CC, and then go back into for the Town Hall if needed, because let's face it, she is kind of a dumb bitch. Is going to elect to rage through this Town Hall, because after Town Hall, she's going to potentially be in range of this enemy Queen. Wants to be somewhat full health when she starts shooting. It only takes 3 shots. Or maybe I lie 4. Slammer's going to come directly in at this air sweeper. Nicely placed so that way it is away from everything. Unfortunately, it does eat a Sam. It is what it is. With the sweeper gone, now his Lalo is going to come directly in, crashing at this Eagle. Nothing's really threatening it. The only thing that would potentially do that, the Queen is handling. Still has her ability, so she's going to have to swag that through this BK. Haha, called it. Electing to tome over top of this Igorj. Loons are going to be able to handle for this top end side, freezing the single targeting Inferno, so that way that Slammer can keep crashing things. Freezing it again, so that way everything is GGG. I said single, it's a multi. Rip, I can't talk today. And with that, still has troops in the bag. I don't really even think this was that, like, maxed of a base. Let's double check it. Yeah, he's got Town Hall 11 defenses in there. That's kind of why he got away with that. I blame you for everything, Thomas. Love you, buddy. But until then, that wraps up the recap for this war. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me mumbling for the vast majority of the time. And, of course, let's give a shout-out to Chiku for being that nice swag to give us a 58 out of 60. Till then, have a good one.